Hi, I'm Michele from Morley Library, Adult and Teen Services, and I'm here today with a summer reading program for finding your family tree or making your family tree. It's easier today to find information about your family because we have the internet, and at Morley Library on our genealogy website page, we have access. If you have a Morley Library card, you can have access to Ancestry.com and FamilyTree.com. Now, not every person is in these data sets. They have to be added to by family members. And fortunately for me, I and a great number of my father's side of the family have been active on Ancestry.com, so I have quite a bit of information about my father's family. My mom's family has very little about it anywhere. If you're from the United States and your family's been here for a long time, it might be a lot easier to find information about your family. That's because records have been digitized, and you can usually find information in local, the health district will have birth and death records. There are obituaries. On Ancestry.com, I know that you can get census information and also draft information, but there are lots of ways to find information. If you want to start a family tree, like this one, it's kind of beat up because I've been playing with it, you can go online and look for free templates. The free templates are usually printable, and then you fill them in by hand. Now, they're not that easy to do, and if you wanted to fill them in on the computer itself, you may have to purchase that template. But it's doable, and some you might be able to fill in, especially if your one of your kids is asked to do one of these family trees for a school project. I believe they will give you the template that you could fill in online or print out and fill in. If your handwriting isn't pretty, like mine isn't, it's nicer if you do it online. Let's say that you're going to go back just 2 or 3 generations. The way the family tree starts is it starts with you, and then the mother or the father, their parents, and on and on. You can print out templates that go all the way to 9 generations, very small. But for our project, we're just going to do a few generations. Now, what you need to do first is gather something to write on and your pen, and you're going to go through your papers and look for birth certificates, baptismal certificates, wedding licenses, maybe draft information, any data that your family might have accrued over time. And this might take you a while. You might have to call your aunt or your sister or your mom or dad or somebody to get more information. You can also, once again, look on Ancestry.com and FamilyTree.com for information through the Morley Library website. But maybe your family has gathered some things together. Now, my father's family is from Eastern Europe, both his mom and his father. And his family's been pretty good about keeping data and records. And one of the nicest things I have from that side of my family that my father had in his personal effects was a hand-drawn family record. So this is a really nice family record for me. My dad is actually right down here, and these are a host of relatives in the Akron area and part in California. So I have a lot of data about my dad's family, and that makes it easy for me to fill in my family tree. My mom doesn't have a lot of family information. Her parents both came here from Italy with this is my great-grandfather holding me when I was about 6 months old, and this is my mom and dad. My mom's family doesn't have that wealth of information. Nobody was interested. But what my mom did have is a family Bible, and she was good at saving obituaries, funeral cards, and different clippings. So I have a lot of dates and names that I got through them from her records. You need to be cautious, though, because even though it may be printed in the newspaper or on a card, it can be wrong. Once you have your data, then you can go ahead and do a mock-up of a family tree, starting with your name, and I'm using just date of birth and place of birth. And I'm going to fill it out for a couple generations, and then at some point I'm going to transfer it to my family tree paper. There are lots of websites for these family trees, and I'm going to list some here for you. Once you get all of that information on your hard copy over here, you can transfer it then to your family tree form. Now, my handwriting isn't real good, so I don't really like this as a something I would hang up or give as a gift. But once you have that filled out, if you have a template that you can edit online, you'll be able to then transfer that to the online template. This has been really an interesting experience for me because I forgot some names and I went back and looked up some things, and it was fun to look those things up. I hope that you'll enjoy doing that for your family too. And now I'm going to show you some different websites that you can use to find out more about your family, and I hope it becomes a hunt that you don't stop going through. Thanks for watching.